All right, I thought I'd walk you through an approach to launching any new product, relaunching a product, opening up a certain training or whatever it is that you might be doing. And I've done lots of launches over the years now in lots of different industries, and there's different approaches to them, but there's an over kind of riding approach to walking people through a process of a launch that leads them to making an empowered buying decision. Okay, so I'm going to take you through one here, and this particular launch structure may not suit what you're doing, but once I've taken you through this, I'm then going to walk you through the psychology behind doing a launch like this and show you how multiple different fields of science overlap. The science of influence, persuasion, also human behavior change, all overlap and are infused in this particular approach. So it's really this kind of comprehensive distillation of the best thinking there is in the planet, all put into a spreadsheet. You're going to love it. All right. So this particular funnel map here presumes that you already have an email list that you can send emails out to. If you don't have an email list, maybe you've got a group on Facebook. If you are starting from scratch, you either need to find someone who you can do a strategic kind of alliance with and send emails to their list, or you're going to need to use advertising to attract people to your own list, in which case you would still follow this same approach. That's what I mean. It's kind of like an overarching approach that is based in behavioral medicine, but human behavior change. So if we have a look at this, you can see at the top here, I've got 3 emails. These icons all represent emails. These are web pages over here, these other things, but you've got 3 emails, and each of these emails goes out to your list, okay? Or it would be each of these posts would go out to your group. And the purpose of these particular pieces of content is really just to wave and try and attract interest. You might call it a dog whistle, right? It's like, I'm going to talk to you about this topic. Are you interested? Click here. And so if they click, what happens is, so you can look here, this is email number 1. The person gets it. If they open it and click, it should tag them. If this was an email sequence, it would tag them and remove them from getting this email or this email because they already put their hand up by clicking and said, yes, I'm interested. And then once they've clicked, that's all that might happen. Could take them to a page, or if it's in a group, you can't really tag them in a group. But it may then trigger an email here that says, hey, I've got this new thing. It does this, this, and this. If you're interested, would you like to buy it? And the reason for doing this little email here is the majority of people are not going to buy it. Maybe you'll get 1 or 2 early adopters who are happy to just go ahead and buy. But the main thing it does as well is it lets people know that you actually sell stuff, that you do actually offer your services for money. Right? And so, if they didn't click on this first email, but they opened the second one and they clicked on that, of course, that would tag them and remove them from the sequence. And it's kind of, they're just putting their hand up. The piece of content, the psychology of the content I want to take you through is this part down here, right? Which has got 1, 2, 3 pieces of content, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 or more offers or reminders. So these are very educational. And these 3 emails each have a very specific purpose. These emails here are more transactional in terms of they are inviting people to purchase the product. Okay. Now, in this particular funnel map, you can see I've got an email that leads off to the content that's on a blog post, for example, or a page. And email number 2 goes off to another page. You don't need to have these pages. These could be videos, they could be pages, they could be nothing. You can actually just use the emails to provide the content. I've done that a lot of times. So I haven't even had to put together these pages. It's just been a series of emails, which we'd call an email launch, right? So essentially, you can see the point for having 3 pieces of content is it's walking people through a series of understandings. I just triggered Siri by saying series. That prepares them, that creates a buyer, that when you then get to this point to make an offer, they're already saying to themselves, how can you help me? Like, yes, here you've identified that something's up and you've helped me come to understand I need to change it. And you've helped me believe that it's possible for me to change it. And you've helped me create some desire to change it. So now I'm putting my hand up already saying, how do I change it? And then that's when you make the offer. Okay, if you make the offer way back here, like you are doing with this email, most people are going to ignore it. We're just giving them a chance at this point. And this isn't a hard sale at all. If you see here, this actually takes them up to a page that tries to do the work of these 3 pieces of content all on one page. It's just for early adopters. Anyway, you can see the point of this here is to walk them on a journey. Let me now take you to the spreadsheet to take you through how that works.